everybody, I'm Tammy, and you know Hoppy, or you can call me Mrs. Mulligan, and it's nice to see you. Welcome, writers, to writing camp. Hoppy has a little advice for you, right, Hoppy? Right, so we wanted to tell you that it's important that when you're watching the video, you can make some decisions. You can decide to watch the video all the way through, and then you can go back and rewind it. Right, Hop? They can do that. Or you could watch the video, part of the video, and stop it and pause and do a little writing. And then, are you tired? And then you could watch the rest of it, okay? So either way. All right, Hoppy, you gonna say goodbye to the kids? Bye, kids. Happy writing. Writers, I expanded our chart a little bit. So yesterday we were learning how that we can touch and tell or story tell, and we learned to say it like you write it. So I added a new post-it note. Today, let's learn when to say our writing aloud, right? And we have different times we can say our writing aloud to help us write. So we can say our writing aloud when we want to add more. You saw me do that. You saw me do that when I added this flap to my writing about my story about when Ranger loses his coat. That was kind of, I was adding more in the middle of my story right there, right? When you find a place in your writing where you're like, oh, I want to add more, you can say it like you're writing, put it down, absolutely. Sometimes we want to say our story aloud when we're deciding what to say next. So each day, before I write, I reread what I wrote the day before, and then I say to myself, what do I want to say next? And that's when I say it aloud. I use my fingers or I touch and tell on the page, and that helps me to know what to do next. The other time, writers, is that when I say my writing like I'm going to write it, is I'm beginning a new piece, right? I want to try a new piece, and before I do that, I say it aloud. And that's what I want to show you today, okay? So I have been thinking that you want to learn a little bit more about Hoppy and Ranger. And I want to tell you a little bit more because I don't think you know that Hoppy and Ranger are rescue dogs. And they are from a different part of the country from where I live. They are from, Hoppy is from Mississippi and Ranger is from South Carolina. And I was thinking, oh, I could write a teaching book, an informational book all about all the people who help dogs who don't have homes find families. So watch as I think about all the people who help rescue dogs find homes. So then I think, well, there's the people who go into the shelters and they find dogs who need homes. There's people who find dogs that have been abandoned and they take them home and take care of them. There are foster families that keep dogs until people want to adopt them. There are truck drivers who drive trucks way up from the south and bring the dogs up to the north. And then there are also people, writers, who build websites and connect people who want dogs to people who found dogs. And I'm thinking I could write about each of those jobs. And I think that's my work for today. So I'm excited to know what your work for is today. And I think I'll do a little work on that, and I think I'm going to plan it out. And then tomorrow I'm going to show you some ways that I plan out my writing when I'm starting something new. Happy writing, writers! I can't wait to see what you create today.